Hi folks, welcome to my channel. My channel is called You Think, and on this channel I want you to reason and think, ask your own questions and draw your own conclusions. In this video I want to look at a discussion that was placed on a Level Earth observer on his channel. It was a debate between a person who knows that the Earth is flat and a deluded gentleman who thinks he's living on a spinning ball. Right, so let's listen to some of the issues, and then I'm going to analyze the footage that he presented and show you some basic problems.
Let's establish your standard of evidence. You accept video evidence. You accept. Well, they aren't contrary. What you do is you analyze. What you didn't do, and Banjo didn't do, is he never does analysis.
Okay. So who's Robert Schwartz?
Robert Schwartz spent time at the South Pole. This is
How do you know Robert Schwartz?
How do you know the guys in the video that you did? You don't know them either. So
no, I don't.
We're at the same.
They actually have a timestamp. They have dates. They have coordinates. You have a random video that's moving in circles where I can already see cuts in the clouds because it's moving at high speed. So I'm just saying to you,
standard flat Earth denialism.
How do you know Robert Schwartz?
Got a lie to flirf.
Okay, so if you're going to be disingenuous with my critique, why should I take your evidence?
So the person showed this footage and he said that flat earthers are in denial. Look, there's a few things that this person doesn't actually understand. The first thing is, look, the Earth's supposed to be rotating easterly. If you're in the northern hemisphere, your watch must read this way. In the north, it would read this way, but in the south, it would read opposite. So you can't have the same watch. You're still rotating easterly. So what does that mean? How do we apply that? Well, in his footage, the person is turning to his left. Now, this is a problem. Remember, the Earth must be turning, and the sun must be standing still. So the person can't turn to his left like this. The problem with the footage. Right, we'll deal with the time in a few minutes. So how should it look? Well, remember, the Earth must be rotating easterly. He has to turn in the opposite direction to counter that rotation. And he has to turn and keep the sun in front of him, because he's on a spinning ball. He can't turn 360 degrees and look in the opposite direction, because then he won't be able to see the sun. So what would the footage look like from his viewpoint, from his perspective? Right. So the Earth would have to, the South Pole would have to rotate, because he's rotating to his left to counter the rotation of the Earth, which is going easterly, that direction. He has to keep the sun in front of him, and the Earth would be rotating in front of him. The landmass would be pushing forwards and backwards, the South Pole. So this will be the only place in the world where you'd get this, if it was real. But it's not real. It's a lot of garbage. Right. So there's a problem with the footage. The second thing we need to understand has got to do with time. Remember, another issue is that the Earth rotates and it's moving sideways at a phenomenal distance. So, for goodness sake, how can people ignore the Earth's orbit around the sun at the same time as its rotation? They forget about, what about the sideways movement? So this would upset your whole filming thing. Your footage would slow down and speed up. I mean, what is wrong with these people? I mean, this person is so busy saying that flat Earth is in denial. No, he's just as dumb as a sack of bricks. Let's have a look at time. You've got two people in the South Pole. Their time can't be the same. The person closer to the North Pole, right, will be rotating, look at his time, and the person further out from the North Pole would overtake, so his time would be completely different. So how come they don't look at this? Forget the midnight sun. Show us this. Now there's something else that you need to understand. That this guy who's shouting the odds at flat earthers and saying we're in denial, when he's a complete moron, is time. Remember, to watch the midday sun, the shadow has to move from the one side in the South Pole to the other. While that happens, what has to happen? And they will be making a big fuss about this, but you never hear about this amazing phenomena that should happen, but doesn't happen. Is as the Earth rotates, the shadow got to move from the one side to the other side. Remember, so as the Earth orbits the Sun, the shadow has to move over the South Pole. You'd have one person having sunrise and another person just a few miles away having sunset. This would be happening all year round. We don't have this. Look, the South Pole, just a lot of garbage. Common sense, your watch tells you that there is no South Pole. It's as simple as that. So look, I hope this video helped you out. Cheers and thanks for watching.